Big money will start to come in just 6 to 8 months. What does this signify, therefore, for XRP and the cryptocurrency industry in general? This is going to be discussed. Trillions of money are about to flood the market, which is hard to believe given how many banks are getting involved in crypto trading, private crypto funds, crypto ETPs, and other activities. Let's examine the potential implications for your interests. The next thing we ought to view is this Cyprus demonic clip. Indeed, I believe it will be enormous. I'll probably go a bit further than the other guys. I think the tokenized cash form is now available. You can give it whatever name you like. We have information regarding money market funds that are tokenized. Now enjoy all of these weekend beverages. We are now prepared to launch a significant campaign for tokenized stocks. Thanks to the SSE standards, it will be evident what we can accomplish in DeFi, what is permitted, and what can be expanded in DeFi. All of this, I believe, will occur within the next 6 to 9 months. In my opinion, we will have roughly $300 billion in tokenized real estate assets in 12 months if we currently have about $30 billion. In fewer than 6 or 8 months, I believe you're going to accelerate. This has increased tenfold. In the next 2 to 5 years, what do you believe this will be? What type of growth, where things like legislation, liquidity, and more may come together, would occur in that length of time? We're able to move fast. Currently it is stocks, but it will eventually be tokenized to a bigger extent. Money. I will learn about a $50 billion fund that is currently entirely in tokenized space from the real money accounts. One of the major ones will most likely begin with the letter B at some point next year. You'll soon experience FOMO since everyone else is doing the same thing, isn't that right? We're only now reaching the point where things begin to shift in the tokenized real-world asset sector. Many will also receive a new wallet on their phone. They won't be aware that the cash portion consists of stablecoins. That section won't inform them that Apple stock has been tokenized. They will fail to recognize the money market fund's dubious nature, due to brokers when everyone has that next year. Every time a person receives their monthly paycheck, they will be able to use their money very wisely. You can come in and go out of each of these investments on the weekends, and money comes in and goes out immediately. Additionally, you can use them in DeFi to get additional power. I think this explosion is happening right now. If 2025 was all about stable currency, I believe 2026 may be all about this in reality. Remember that one day you'll wake up to news about your phone from Apple and Samsung. Your wallet is connected to everything and everyone when you wake up. To construct such infrastructure, stable coins, blockchain technology, and other crypto assets will be employed. Sending anything to a friend or relative will be possible. When many people have altered their thoughts, how will you know? People use technology without even realizing it. That's the topic of our conversation. I'd be interested in seeing it. All right, let's examine this. Crypto is beginning to be used by institutions. If you live in the United States, you probably have a bank account at one of these locations. Fidelity, Bank of America, Fidelity, Franklin Templeton, BlackRock Citi, CME, DBS, Deutsche Bank, and Deutsche Börse. Among the banks that take Visa are MasterCard, Morgan Stanley, Societe Generale, UBS, Visa, Wells Fargo, and the London Stock Exchange. Everyone is going to eventually take section. Some of these organizations employ large numbers of people. Ripple and XRP are associated with Bank of America. BlackRock, BNY, CBO, Charles Schwab, Citi, CME Group, DBS Bank, and Boyhip Bank. Over 50% of the individuals on this list are either clients or users of Ripple. Additionally, SWIFT, the way we send money, isn't as quick these days. Ripple, XRP, XLM, and other assets are replacing it. Let's play and see how this affects our daily lives. Computers are used to operate the front desk. There is not much of a delay. Then you shift into a different gear. For the most part, banks continue to operate in batches. The procedure can take days, and payments, message clearing, and settlement are frequently unrelated to store and forward. The two cannot continue to diverge in this way. In order to make banking and payment systems more resemble the digital economy, several financial institutions and groupings of financial institutions are utilizing blockchain, smart contracts, and digital assets. At CEOS, we are witnessing and hearing about these developments. As a result, they are currently afraid that blockchain technology will take the place of everything in the cryptocurrency industry. What are they doing? They declared their intention to collaborate with Linea and Consensus, and that is what we will do. With the assistance of our partners, we will soon have some answers. For what length of time? Weeks, months, or even years could pass. We don't know. They accomplish all of this while technology takes care of everything for them. Isn't that correct? Keeping money in Stravustra banks worldwide is pointless. Value may be communicated more quickly. The sum can be converted into a token. It has the ability to travel faster than light. Additionally, transmitting that value can save up to 90% of the cost. What actions do you anticipate from the smaller credit unions and banks? Do you think they'll continue to pay these larger banks to use their rails? Will they give me a call? They'll give Ripple a call. They'll give Circle a call. Businesses that employ blockchain infrastructure will contact these businesses, and the technology will be utilized extensively. That's the topic of our conversation. These obsolete systems should be fully accepted and destroyed. Additionally, Swift and Cybo residents are afraid. Swift's chief innovation officer is always pursuing a Ripple in XRP on the 10th because of this. I mean, isn't there something more essential for this guy to do than disparage XRP on X? There's not much for him to do. The Internet of Worth is beginning to take shape, which is the second thing I believe you should keep in mind. Additionally, allow me to make a plan first. It reminds me of vintage factory flywheels. A half turn and a full turn require a lot of strength. However, once they get moving, it's difficult to stop them. Let's examine the combined use of digital assets and blockchain. They have proven to be beneficial. For this reason, the first turn's practicality is crucial. Economic viability is the first turn that these use cases are now reaching. Additionally, we discovered some fascinating initiatives at SIOS, like cross-border payments, SMS, and correspondent banking, that deal with delivery versus payments. The S in ESG is for ravines, which stands for intrabank, intracompany, and interbank. That place has a lot of intriguing energy. Cryptocurrencies such as XRP and stablecoins like USDC are playing a significant role in turning that wheel and providing the internet. Wait a moment. Let's retract that. Was she saying what I believe she was saying? Hold on a second. I had more than a minor stroke, right? Hold on a minute. Part memories. That place has a lot of intriguing energy. The Internet of Value is being made possible by stable coins like USDC and cryptocurrencies like XRP and Stellar Lumens. Additionally, most individuals will adopt digital assets more quickly if central banks issue digital currencies. The most significant factor here, in my opinion, is the growing recognition of cryptocurrencies as a novel product category. When the Bitcoin paper was initially released, it was believed to be the missing component. An avenue for purchasing and selling goods is the Internet of Money. However, as everyone is aware, Bitcoin was not a legitimate payment method, and the new technology that will upend everything was blockchain distributed ledger technology. Bitcoin is currently leading a new kind of digital asset with significant implications. Initially, it was driven by modest investors. Large investors are now becoming engaged. When you've decentralized banking will undoubtedly advance more quickly thanks to institutional investors and the more advanced market. If I've heard a 2-minute clip, it's optimistic. Wow, folks, there's a lot going on. Tell me what you think of this if you find the information and energy appealing. Aldo then claims that the largest opportunity in cryptocurrency real-world assets